So I'm just going to turn the music on. Welcome aboard and thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this session. I will try to do my best. I've got about 1 hour and then I have to go, so I'm going to go regardless of whether I'm doing really well or not. So by then I might even have dropped the ball a few times. I'm going to turn the music on. Hopefully it's okay. Now how do I turn the volume up? David. I think I'll leave it there. It's probably quite good there. I'll lock the volume for the meantime. On OBS, I'll just notice something that, but anyway, here's the first one. We have a check here and a checkmate. Now, this is the box. I'm in the square, the Nigel Short square. And as soon as we move here, the first move, we're already a square too far for white to get into the square. Okay, so we know that straight away. So a check, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Then what? Then we could do this again. 1, 1, 2. You're not allowed to do this on chessboard. 2, 3, 3, 4. 4, queen. So what's the trick? What is the trick? This is number 2. This might be where I get stuck. So queen, they queen. Okay, is there a checkmate here? Sounds all very easy, doesn't it? We've got the check, and we got this check, this check, this check. And this is a queen on here. So we go, this one's the one that attracts my mind more than the other. Check. King here. Don't know where that's going, Dave. Okay, so if I do a check here, where does the king go? Here. Doesn't look very good, actually. I don't think that looks very good for me. We've already been talking about the Nigel Short square, the Super Grandmaster Nigel Short. Why am I not saying this? Can I get a skewer? I don't know. Can I get a check? Can I make it? I can't understand why I'm having difficulty with this. Right, what am I missing here? This is number 2. Yep, black will win that. Well, that's right. Black will win that. I'm just yet to find the skill to find the win. Can I find just a checkmate somewhere? And sorry, I've only got till 2 o'clock New Zealand time, which is 1 hour away, and then I have to take off to out of town just to pick up a chess friend, and we go to a couple of opportunity shops here in New Zealand in our vicinity, but we go there as a routine and all that sort of thing, so I'm to pick him up soon. So that's why I'm only going to play till 2 p.m. unless I throw on everything that I have here. So now I'm going to queen first. It's not like it's queen with check, is it? But if I do that one, so we're checkmates there. Is not a checkmate. So there's a checkmate here. Once I got the queen on here and this queen's on here, is there a checkmate that I can generate? Generate that checkmate. I mean, we can get a draw. That's pretty simple. Why am I not seeing this? So if we go queen there, check. What does that mean? Oh, I think this could take me out. This on number 2, I could get taken out. So you can't get too keen in chess with. Oh, it's going to be really easy, like the first one. Queen E1 checkmate with the rook behind it on E8, was it? Yesterday I played a blindfold game at the local library. That went quite well for me as black as well, and also my friend played me, which is really good for your chess, played me. I played queen odds against my friend, and my other friend, who I'm going to take out soon, said that Morphy did. Paul Morphy played queen odds. Nope. So queen check on G1, we'll say. Queen F2 check. I don't think that's it, Dave. We got this square, haven't we? For a check, we got that square. Oh, I might start again. It'll probably give me the same move again. Wonder if I just push. Quite cool, the squares. I'm just maybe I do something like queen F1. Then queen goes where? G7 check. I just don't like it. It's looking like white's got too much of a free hand. If it was queening on B1, different story. But it's not. It's queening on a dark square. No. Boy. This might be a mistake. Oh, the excuses we make when we... Oh, hold on. What did I say before? Oh, okay. So I'm starting to think about that now. Okay, I'm going to go. Might muck it up, people, but anyway, here it goes. Oh, what you doing? You don't do that. I was going to go if h5. I was going to bring my king over. Once I played c4, I've moved even further into deeper the box. So that's what I was going to do. I found that quite hard. Might be the music disturbing my concentration, like the piano playing yesterday that had no tune. Couldn't hear the music that the person was playing. I only could hear them when I was trying to concentrate on the blindfold game. Played quite well. Apparently, purportedly, I had quite a few spectators, which was even better because I definitely like the spectators. Okay, find the best move for white. Looks like this one. Oh, hold on. We're looking for white, not black, David. Okay. Sorry. What's wrong with my brain? It's old. Checkmate. Rook h8, checkmate. Now find the best move for white. Let's check. Check. Queen takes rook. Unless queen goes here, and we take the queen. We have to be careful of these squares, don't we? Not one, not one, two, and we're attacking the queen. So that's quite good for white. Black. Play rook here, and we get to end up in a reasonable position. Oh, well, I'm glad I got through that other one. I still sort of think that they let us off a little bit by not pushing the h4 pawn. Okay, well this is a wee bit basic, David. I don't know quite why you're looking at it. And then we're going to take this out here. So there's a weakness here, here, here. If that means anything, not really. But I do think this is probably going to be the first move. We've got this queen hanging around. Look at this queen. Wow. This queen and this rook down here. Oh, got to be careful. So if I go here first, check. What happens next? Not much. Because the only move is bishop here. And then we just take the bishop on e3. It's checkmate. Now, we've got a runaway pawn here, see? It's 5 away from queen square. So we're going to just give black a free pawn to march out each pawn. So when you learn that about the Nigel Short Super Grandmaster, Nigel Short square, that the king has to be inside or get inside before the next pawn move or that sort of thing, then it will help you analyse it quickly without having to go like I used to do, and even Magnus used to do. Count from there on in. So that's amazing, isn't it, that Magnus does that. So I'm actually looking white here, king c7. What am I doing that for? And then rook e6 and I'm out of here. But instead I play this, okay, capture, queen. Oh, that looks a bit dangerous, doesn't it? That is until we play knight head check. And we play queen check. And then the king is here. So it goes here. Then we can go, oh, look at that. Look at that. We can go queen check. Queen takes queen. Wow. The beautiful skewer. So we're going to go here. Looks like it's all over though, doesn't it? I'm going to go here and queen check. That reminds me of my 2 pawns versus 2 pawns, both protected passed pawns. In the rapid that I've put as one of my memorable moments. And sure enough, it's check. Oh, that's right. I'm black here, not white. So I'm just looking, I'm going to try to checkmate black with the white queen and bishops. And then I just realise I'm black in this position. That's what happens with this brain at this age of, you know, nearly 64. Nearly 6. I'm still looking for checkmate for white. If I play here, and then queen here check, then we go queen, king here, and we feel quite safe, just like Jim Carrey. If queen b6 check, then king a8. I think so. Oh, what? You want to do that? Why? Why you'll do that? Right, now we've got this problem and this problem for the exchange that we win. So exchanges are really good to win. And I think the computer agrees. I'm just checking the chat. Said hi to, so hi, and bishop g1. I think you're, was that bishop g1 or bishop b8? Or what was it? I'm not sure now. But that's my favourite spot for my bishop as white. G1, one of my favourite places on the whole chessboard is bishop g1. Okay, keep going. No waffling she makes. Now this, I'm just looking and I remember what my friend says, who I'm giving some pointers to, who's actually quite a good chess player and streams as well. But I'm thinking, well, what can we do here? What can we do here? Can't do anything, can't do anything. And so he said the other day, like last year, just at the end of the year, he told me this, where he bit of vital information that I actually, as a male, listened to. And what was that, I hear you say? Well, that was this, that when you can't find an obvious tactic or a marauding attack or something, look to trap the queen. And guess what? He's right again. He works for chessable. He does chessable something. I won't say what, but this is interesting. But we're going to take it this way. Are we? No, we're not. We're going to play this move. Look, check. And then we can take the rook after bishop b8. See? You might have seen that bishop b8. You might have seen ahead of time. Bishop b8 or bishop g1. Is that bishop g? No, it's bishop b8. So bishop b8. Now we take the rook. And we can push this d pawn all the way home, you see. 1, 2, 3 steps away from queening square. Wow. When we were younger chess players, when we were young, or when we were junior chess players, doesn't matter if we were junior age or older age, we loved those sorts of things. We looked for them like nothing else. And knight forks, to fork the rook, and to capture their rook on a6 with our bishop, or our other bishop to capture their rook on h6. And that's how we played chess back then. We just set about looking for ways to trap our opponent. Now I'm looking for white, because that was left on the chessboard. I'll just check that things have been refreshed here. Thank you for not engaging too much with me in chat today. And black will win that, as was the first comment today. But I'm only here for another 40 minutes, Lord willing, because after that I might be gone. But here is a good one. So here we first ask the question of this g pawn here by h5. If we play this, we're going to lose. We do not have to worry about this pawn. We could take it, but then we'll lose, because we could still have a go at winning it with, if we took this pawn, I don't want to touch it, then king g3, and then we can still play h5, but that gives black better chances to capture, push f5, h4, f6, h3, f2, h2, is that f8? Yeah, f8, sorry. And h1 queen. And this is a queen, and that'll be a draw. So if we're silly, or if we're careless, we'll drop the caught fish. At the moment, we're just about to catch this fish. So if g5, then fg5, hg5, h6, because that pawn's gone now. Well, that pawn's not gone. That's pawn that's gone, because this pawn is now here. And we got h6 and h7, h7, and white doesn't have to worry about black so much, because black still has to do a lot of construction complete before they can reach queening square, which will be far too late. So here we got this move first, and then we got the free hand. Okay, and then we're just going to go down here, get the queen, and they resigned. That was pretty good of them. Now, how do we win that one real quickly? Well, what we do is we go queen check after, and then if king h2, we go queen here, and then the king has to move away from the thing, or black plays h5, and then we can either take it there, and then when king g2 happens, we repeat that sort of idea, and we will wait for a waiting move to take the pawn with check, and where the black king has to remove the defense of the h3 pawn in that case. Hope you understand what I'm saying, because it's hard, isn't it? Here's a nice move here, isn't it? I hope you agree. Queen a1 and rook b1 checkmate. Now, what is this one? This is looking like we're going to go after the king. Maybe it's knight g5. Maybe it's knight takes and just queen takes, and not win the king, but win a rook. So I think that looks quite good. So I'm going to go knight takes and queen takes, and that's the end of the story. Look at those rooks for white on e2 and e1. Doubled up already. Primo, primo, primo. Now, what have we got here? We've got we've got this move, okay? And then we threaten. It's getting a little bit more, a wee bit more complicated. Not rook e3, because queen e3 and black can possibly resign. So not just immediately rook e3, as queen e3, and white will survive to tell the story. But if we take the rook first, then we threaten the developing move. This might be the developing move, okay? Bishop takes rook, like I said before. So we'll just represent the schoolboy or the schoolgirl chess player in us by playing bishop a3 like we would when we were kids or when we were junior chess players. And now we've got this whopper. That! And if rook e2, we do not have to worry about checkmate, but we do on the back rank for us. We can play queen c1 check, and it's one thing I didn't actually look into too deeply. Okay, to be absolutely frank and honest with you. But we've got the check. Now here, usually the cut. This is a wee bit more involved. It'll be rook d3, cd3, just as I think it will be here. Or are we going to go just f5? So it's between this move and then, I mean not between that move, cd3, it's between this move and this move. And I think that's going to be this move. Because then, this is the box, okay? The box is 5, or the square, sorry Nigel. And the pawn is in the way for white's king to get there. Okay, so I'm going to f5 straight away. Not mucking around with taking pawns or defending that c5 pawn, because that will lose. Now we have back rank issues, and also we have bishop h2 check and rook takes queen from here, sorry. So we have queen takes check, I mean to the rook, to the queen. And we have rook here check, queen here forced, bishop check, king h2, and then rook d f1, capture the queen, and we have an exchange. 4 pawns versus 6 pawns, so it's not exactly great. I don't think it is, but it will do. But I don't think it's very good. Okay, so rook check soon, come in and don't take the rook yet. Go there and do this. But I do think that white could have chances there to draw that game. Maybe at least, I might use those words, at least those 2 words there. I might use those words. I might. Can we get in here? Yes, I think we can, but I'm not even sure. I'm looking at this sort of thing and this sort of thing. Usually these moves work in queen here, but guess what? It's not queen h2 checkmate anyway, but it is queen h3 of course for white's defense. So we don't have to, but I advise we do look at our opponent's best responses. So I think we might go for this line. Then we got king e2, otherwise we win the queen for the knight. So we got knight h2, king e2, rook e8 check. What's that going to do? Okay, well, firstly, we're going to be able to take this rook, aren't we? And then after that, we can take this knight, as it's free. Oh, I just about did that. I almost touched the wrong thing. Oh, I almost failed that, and I almost touched, as I'm saying, the wrong thing. Okay, so here we're going to go check. What does black have against that? What does black do then? So I'm going to look at this move very strongly. I'll even look at it in my favourite type of chess time limit, which is 5 minutes. And I think that's pretty clear there. If king e8, let me just take the queen. It's pinned then. The queen can't be captured because the king is in check. If king d8, attacking the rook, fair enough. We'll go rook takes here. Not bishop takes, threatening the queen. As queen takes queen, gf3, what else? King takes rook, and then we're embarrassed. So we have to, that's what I mean by respecting the game of chess. If we don't respect the game of chess, we won't do all of that king d8, see? So they did that move. So if we're careless, which I'm not saying you are, but if I'm careless, I will lose that. That's how we lose games of chess. And it's almost checkmate, and it's almost like my position of yesterday with a passed pawn on d3 it was, as black. So my pawn was here, very similar, and the king was here. So it's quite weird, and my rook was on d2 in the final position. He had a rook as well, and so I think it was a pawn up. And my friend who was doing it took a photo of it, and that's going to be, for me, it's going to be at least memorable. And I had spectators. Now we are looking for black. Now if we play this, we might end up losing. Okay. But if we play this, we're going to play d2, and if we're up here, because we're not playing f5 check, it looks like we can just go f5, king f5, check, and bishop takes rook, yay, but then we're going to lose with this pawn A. So we have to be expedient again, check, pawn here, pawn here, pawn here, queen, I wonder if I can play bishop here. Might be being a bit smart. Pawn here, queen. I don't know if that looks any good, but it's not a bad idea, Dave. Queen check here. That's checkmate, is it? No, it's not. And then he's got this queen coming up still. Can I do something about that? Maybe it is f5 check. Because I didn't see that I can just start pushing this. F5 is not going to be good, Dave. As he just goes, takes the bishop and plays rook here behind the pawn, which is where you put rooks in any case, whether you're the defender or the attacker or the aggressor. You always put your rook, whether you're defending or attacking, behind the passed pawn with your rook, not in front of it. Just a simple wee clue for match games and that sort of thing. So I think that we're going to play d2 check, and then I've just seen it, haven't I? a7. If rook here, we're going to play bishop here, blocking the rook. Then after a7, if rook d8 first move, and then bishop d6 second move for black, a7. Then we have d1 queen, a8 queen, and then we have queen here, checkmate. So if I was careless, then I would have lost that. So I'm going to go bishop takes, here check, bishop takes, queen here check, and it forces bishop here, queen takes h3 checkmate. I hope you saw that. Wow, this is a bit tangy. Yeah, isn't it? So that's going to put a bit of pressure on me, because like this is pretty tangy. This bishop here and queen here battery, they are looking very strong. So we have to be very careful. We have to be very revolutionary if we want to go somewhere here in this game. And now I think I've seen it, and it's quite a nice move. It's knight check, and that will force rook g8. It's forced. There's nowhere for the king to go, like here or here or here. Can't go there because the knight's on it. Can't go here or here. And we can only take the knight because it's a knight check. We can only do two things with knight checks. We can either only take the knight, we cannot move something in the way of the knight, or we move out of the way with our king. There's nothing else you can do against a knight check than to take the knight or to move the king. That's the exception to there's three ways to get out of check normally, and they are move out of the way, put something in the way, or take the checking piece. Okay, that's the end of that stupid lesson. Now once we play knight g8, we force rook g8, and then we have queen f7 checkmate. We also have, if we want to be fun, rook f7 is checkmate too. But I think I'll stick to the program. Knight g8 and queen f7 checkmate. It just looks tidier. Now I'm going to probably want to play f6, and that will probably, like if I'm playing black, I'd probably want to take this with the knight, but then the predicament of that is after pawn takes, we now threaten e8 queen, because this pawn now is defended. So I'm going to bust through here with f6, because knights do not like passed pawns, especially the rook pawns, or the other flank pawns like the knight file pawns. They do not like those things. Now if I'm too keen here and I go f6 and my opponent or black goes gf6 and I take back here, then I'm going to probably lose this or only draw. So if after f6 gf6, I play pawn takes h6, not g6, although that looks quite good because this square is covered by the knight, you see. And this knight does have some practical abilities to it at the end of the day, because it's a piece, not a pawn, so it can leap around and cavort around to prevent us pushing the pawns to that of a queen. So here's the first move, and once of this, then we take here, and we are a piece down, sort of speaking, for 7 pawns, six pawns for, so we got 6 pawns for white altogether, and black's got 3 pawns left for their possibility of checkmating our king for white. But we're not going to let them do that, so we're going to play f6, and if gf6, then gh6, and this knight wants to get here to stop this, and also to here, and to also stop this check, this pawn, and at the same time wants to take this pawn as quickly as they can. So it's a bit of a juggling act, but this is going to be first a problem for black. So which to take with? The knight, no good, because pawn takes, and then we defend this pawn, and one of these pawns on this rank, on here, these are both white pawns now. One of these will queen. If the king's here, we're going to push one of the pawns to divert the king's attention to take it, and then we're going to place this pawn there. So if you've got 2 pawns on the 7th rank and your opponent's defending here on f7, you give one up, that one or that one, so that when the king takes the queen, most likely more than any other time, we promote the other pawn to a queen, and it's safe on what we used to say in softball 1. Okay, so if f6, which I'm playing, I'm locking it in. Pawn takes, black's got to look after too many things, especially this runaway pawn. Okay, and if the knight takes, then we just have that dilemma again, where the king can't look after this pawn because it's now protected, and cannot look after the square at the same time. But black did do quite well, didn't they? Here it's check. Is it check here? Is this what we're going to do? If king here, I'm going to go check here. I might be going too far into this. Check. Then we got rook check, have we? Have we got rook check? Oh no. Losing the plot. So I'm thinking, oh okay. We've got another one too. I've just seen another one that's probably better. It might not be though. So do I play queen? So we get what we call in chess, you probably know this, candidate moves. We get moves that we can go, do I play this move or that move, or another move, this move or that move? So we might have about 5 candidate moves. So instead of looking at every single move on the board, we might just look at a few. So if I go my initial rook e3, then I can see that king here might be difficult for the black player, me. Because then I was just not really finding the best move for white after rook e3 check. So I might discount this move now. I might say, well, it's not so high on my list anymore than it was before. Plus, we're in exchange down here. So we don't want to sort of swap off normal, because we're going to probably lose. So now I'll start to look at this more seriously. Queen g2, okay, I mean g4. And now if we look at this, it's clearly no good if white tries to defend this g rook, which is attacked twice. because of rook, or can we do a checkmate here somewhere? Rook, anyway, something like that. So I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go rook here, capture, and then when the queen checks, I'm going to play king c8. Where's the queen check on f7? Then I'm going to play king c8. And then if the queen checks on e8 or f8, I'm going to play bishop d8. Now we've got this, what we call in chess, a battery. That's what Nimzowitsch calls it, and it might have nothing to do with it. In fact, it hasn't. So we've got rook takes h3 check. So if I try to do something with this battery instead, as this knight is defended, then I will come to a bad position. So it's all pre-mode. Rook check, king here, rook checkmates. Sorry about that ramble, but that's just the nature of things for me. It's not an excuse, it's just the truth, but it's not an excuse, there's a difference. So I'm finding it difficult again to find a winning move here for black. So I might start to look at that positioning of the precarious queen on c8, because she hasn't got much scope, whereas we defend this quite nicely, this square, from attacking our queen, but it's completely pointless what I said, as we'd have knight takes queen, and then we have knight takes rook, or rook takes rook, or something like that. So I think that the move here is knight b6, so it's the move that comes up on my radar straight away. Rook b6, and black remains now in a positional, tactical, whatever we want to call it, one position, because they've got an exchange. We got 6 pawns versus 6 pawns. Not so great for white because they've got double pawns on the g file, but both players have got 2 pawn islands, as we call them in chess, which is pretty simple really, isn't it? So it's pretty good to know these sorts of things. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to knight b6 and rook b6, and that's it. Now I have to get going shortly as promised, so I did promise you that I would get going soon. I'm looking straight away at this check here, and then upon this we have rook h1 checkmate. Else if queen g2, we play queen g2 checkmate. Okay, here it is as promised. Okay, and so thank you for the help from Matthew F. With, I didn't see that by the way, I just see rook e6, I'm not sure where that is. I'll try to think about where it was. Can't remember. Can't spend too long on these things. Check. Or, do we do this? No. What do we do here with the drunken Satyr? Why does he always have to be drunk? We're going to do the check, which is the most exciting for me. And then the g of 6. And then the king here. Is it knight here? It might be a distraction, this knight f6 check. G of 6. G of 6 check. king here only move. Rook g7. Then what does black do? Knight f5, and then we can go knight f5, can't we? Or do we do something else? Should have some water. I should go get some water. That's what I'll do. Hold on. Please, I'm going to pause. What is it? I hadn't thought of I think that's going to be pretty crunchy. What happened to the music? Oh, it stopped. Let's do this anyway. I don't mind if I go out. So I'm going to go rook g7 and then knight f5 and then queen f5, and it looks pretty serious. Oh, they didn't even want me to play knight f5 for black. Here we've got this here mover. This is quite nice, isn't it? And after bishop e4, queen e4, or else bishop takes rook. Next move for black. After queen e4, the queen's unprotected on e4, and we have this move bishop g1, check, and queen takes queen. Okay, so we've got e4 first, force this, and this bishop's defended, which is like Bobby Fischer. Not that I'm saying I am, but white is the IM, so we're going to beat an IM 2573. Okay, here we go. Ready, set. And in game, yes. What do you think? I think I'll go here first, and I think that looks really good. That move. Do I play h5 now? Do I play h5? Do I play h5? And then if I've got this pawn here, I go dropping down here. The king wants to defend that square, and then we can take this. So all we do in games is scheme. We do not have to think, oh, where can we put an outpost, or where's white's weaknesses. The white's weakness is here, that they have to look after the h1 square eventually. Even if we push it to h3 and the king's here and it takes, then we take this, and then soon we're going to take this, because this pawn's gone and this pawn's gone. This one has moved over and is now the neighbor. Okay, so I'm going to h5. I might be wrong. That's happened before, don't worry. And that is, the computer agrees. I hope you do too. And thank you very much thus far. If you've been watching this, I really appreciate you doing that. Otherwise, if you watch it later, I really appreciate you watching, and thank you, and all the best with your chess, even if I don't get to finish my ramble to you today. This is looking quite good. I'm looking for other things, but rook here check. Okay, now if the king moves here, that's the problem for me at this stage. Because I'm trying to think that, oh, I'm not trying to think. My brain's doing its thinking its own. But I'm trying to yeah, this isn't, I better drink some of that water, and I've got to go soon. Anyway, I just spilt the water too, didn't I? I spilled it. I think I got wet spots. Yep, did spill it. Did that today with my expensive $7 coffee too. So it was no good. Now, do I do rook e1 check, and then after king h2, which is the best, then do I go... Okay, I can't do, I want to do rook e1 check and then go queen b5, but I might, and attack the rook on d7 and then also threaten rook e2, but I can't because the queen takes rook on e1, something like that. And then it's looking kind of equal. In fact, it's probably, yeah, white's pawn ahead. So if I go rook e1, okay, this is another idea before, and queen here, that looks quite decisive. And if king g2, then we've got queen f3 check, queen e4 check. I think this is looking quite decisive, even though they get a check on d8. We move out of the way, and there's no white squid moves for the queen to go to other than that. So here we can see that we're attacking the queen, but they're attacking ours. So what do we do? We want to find there, okay, let's say check. So was black careless? Because that's a check. And then after the king moves, or summon ours, we take the queen. Even if the rook moves up, we take the queen. We're covering this square too. And we're saving our queen, okay? So I think I'm going to do this. Now if queen f7, then I'm going to play knight f7. Oh, well, that's the other move. I wasn't looking at d5. I never considered that. But do we care? No. Oh, dear. Have we got queen check, or have we got queen e8 check, king d6, forced move, by the way, or have we got rook here check? Sort of like that in chess, isn't it? So I can go queen check, king here, queen check, threatens the rook if the king doesn't watch it. The king has to move here to defend the rook, okay? Then we can come side sweep, check, and then the king has to move here, and then we go queen takes rook, check, and then if king c5, we're going to possibly go queen b4, d4 check, and maybe even queen b4 check, ab3, and all that sort of stuff. I know, but I have to watch out for this pawn. Just seen that. So we want to go like this, check, check, if that, check, check, and we want to be on that, we want to be watching the square here. So what's the position for black anyway? black's got a rook up at the moment, so we're going to get that rook back first things. But something like that for you, black. I have to go soon. I have to go soon. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Oh, I'm looking at all these checks, yeah. And this one, blah, 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 blah. I just go, look at that. See? Queen there. Instead of all these checks, check, 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 check. After a few years, we're going to give up and say, look, you want to draw? Well, I don't know, because you, black, don't seem to be able to play very well because you missed this move. And yet this is going to be in your dream if you miss this and you're black. Okay, or it's going to be, the computer's going to say, well, you know how you thought you played the game of your career? Well, guess what? So here we go. Let's play the move. Queen here. Okay, well, I'm going to take you now. Don't see why you did that for. We'll go check. Wow, this is I quite like this one. But this is quite nice. So I think that it's this, 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 or if back here, rook here is checkmate. So I think it's check, check, rook here. What happens if black gives up? Even if queen, rook, or anything, we just go rook here, stick to the program, and go rook here, checkmate. Now it looks like we're going to get into those kingside pawns of black, but we first have to remove the defender, which is the king c6. So we do that by lifting the rook and exchanging the rook, and then we come king here. Okay, and what is black going to do? Now if I go here, it's better than, I think, going to e6, but I'm not sure. Have to go anyway. Now it's 2 o'clock. So, guess what? There you go, king e5. I might go out now. one more, I think. So queen check to the bishop, and then queen check wins the rook or the bishop. So I wonder if that's the move here. Bishop moves somewhere. Rook can't go check. And once the bishop moves, we've got queen check here. Otherwise it's going to be a very hard game for black to win this. So I'm going to go queen here first. What's white's best move? Let's see anything. Let's see a win of a piece. As this bishop takes, knight takes, queen here, and this is loose and this is loose. Is there any reason why not? Now, where do we go? We have to find a safe spot. We could go here. We could go here. That's the problem with chess. So where do we go now? Other than I have to get going. So once if I do complete this one, I'm not sure which one to go to though. I want to go, probably going to go, I don't want to go d3. Actually, that's good because otherwise e4 is no good. But, so I can only go here. Okay, I'm going to get going now and, right. I'm going to take the rook. I still can't help myself. I'm going to take the rook and then this rook. And then the queen captures and I take. But what's going to be the position? Going to be an exchange down. And that leaves us with that sort of position. I'm already thinking of taking that knight. Or taking the bishop. And then knight takes, and hold on, knight takes, and if knight takes, queen takes, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, queen takes. So that's that line. So if I take this bishop, then this captures. Then we capture here, okay, and then this is the line that's got me a wee bit. Knight e2 check, queen e2, queen e7. What's all happened there? So first I'll take this, I think. It's not knight d4, David. So first to do knight g4, knight g4, bishop e7 threatens the queen, but it's not good enough. Bishop e7, knight e2. So that's gone. No, it's not. Still on the board. No, is it? No, hold on. Just count. 1, 2, 3. Are we basically free? Oh dear, I've got to go. Don't have to go. So maybe I take this, he takes this. Thus, if knight e2 check, queen takes, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, knight. So knight g4, knight g4. Now I think I go knight d4, bishop h3, h4, queen g4. Okay, I'm doing this one. Okay, well that's nice, thanks. You made it easy peasy. Okay, I'm out of here, and thank you very much for watching. I'll just keep on saying checkmate. Here's a checkmate. Let's see, check and checkmate. But I'm out of here, so I'm going to go now. So I'm going to go queen check. Watch this. This is quite nice to go out on, isn't it? Oh, but we'll take it with it. Which one? No choice. Okay, see you later. Bye for now. Hope you do well with your chess. All the best with your chess. And thank you to those that have commented. And I have been quite slack today. Thank you very much. All the best with your chess, no matter where it's at. And remember the 7 and now 8 respects. The first one is respect your opponent, and number 2 is respect your opponent's pawns and pieces. Number 3, respect your great chess prowess and your awesomeness on the chessboard. Number 4, respect your pawns and pieces, your salubriously wonderful pawns and your excellent, awesome pieces. Aren't they great? Number 5, respect the game of chess. Number 6, respect the chess clock. Okay, because we can lose. I can. I don't say you can, but I can lose if I forget about the clock and the king. And number 6, respect your move. Don't make a move, make the move. Just like Jose Capablanca. Now, number 8, a new one. It's a bit sort of ironic, a bit twisted, but don't respect your pawns and pieces. Just respect your king and go for it. You might win. Just like my favourite female, other than my mother on the planet, who plays that way in bullet chess and does really, really well. In fact, even beats very strong chess players in 1 minute chess. Bye.